Thank you so much. My name is Fela, and I'm the CEO of the brand SALUBATA. And at SALUBATA, our mission is to invent lifestyle technologies that benefit people and the planet. We currently occupy this niche of recycled, low-cost plastic shoes that makes a profit, whilst also benefiting people and the planet. We commenced in 2018, and we bootstrapped to date. So over the past year, we've been able to bootstrap to reach 84,000 in revenue. We currently have over 900 paying customers. Our course has also been further validated at these competitions, regional, local, and international competitions. And so the question is why we do what we do. In a year alone, there are over 381 million tons of plastic waste produced. Sadly, just only about 9% of this waste have ever been recycled, like ever. We have another situation whereby we have a lot of recycling companies around, but the volume of the plastic waste in the environment not only remains constant, but also more in the environment. And so what we realize is that we have more people reusing this waste rather than recycle or upcycle them. And so with a background in environmental science and in shoe design, my team and I started imagining if we could convert all of this plastic waste to footwear. We also realized that the potential for impact is so huge. Global footwear market is currently valued at over $264 billion per annum. In 2 years, it should be 320 billion. This is the reason why we decided to occupy this niche of recycled low-cost plastic shoes that makes a profit, but also benefiting people and the planet. And so here is my team. We have a CTO, I'm the CEO, also a product designer. We also have a CMO, who is also a professional fashion photographer. We also have key advisors from the likes of Nike, Disney, Adidas, Bombas, and also some VCs. And so here is our invention. We currently have a patent on our invention and 2 design rights. And for every shoe that's been sold, we have a margin of about between 160 to 200% per shoe sold. And so we also realize that the downwind impact of these pollutants affect the people in the underserved communities the most, especially the women. And so we decided to commit 5% of our profit to the cost of empowering women in these communities. And so it costs us $15 to make a shoe, then $10 maximum cost of acquisition. And so our business model entails direct sales to end customer and also B2B. In the coming year, we're planning to start opening our franchises, particularly in the North American region. And so for these shoes are a size that they are made from recycled plastic waste. They are also modular. Modular in the sense that they can be readily detachable. And so you are spending less, and the shoes are breathable, so you don't require any socks. So this keeps your feet from smelling. You can readily throw these shoes in the washing machine. The soles are really flexible. It bends to desire. It makes you feel like you're walking on the cloud. And of course, you're paying less. And also for you that don't like carrying a lot of luggage, it helps to reduce the luggage, and especially when you travel. Like I said, 5% of our profit is being dedicated to empowering women in underserved communities, especially the women. And so for every shoe that is being purchased to, you are also offsetting over 12.66 kilogram of carbon dioxide equivalent. And so here's the analysis. And so we saw a market opportunity, like we said, and we already realized that the sustainable footwear market is really growing at an astronomical rate. And so we hope in 5 years to occupy just about 10% of the sustainable footwear market share. And so here are our acquisition channels. Our acquisition channels are majorly virtual. And so even before the advent of the COVID-19, we've been operating virtually. So we have a huge following on our Instagram and also our other social media platforms. And so here talks about our social impact. For every shoe that is being purchased or being sold, our profit per shoe varies between $45 to $40. And so we have between 160 to 200% margin. And so our plan is to target 0.0005% of the annual global footwear market share. And this is the revenue. And so we would have likewise saved over 40 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions per annum. And so here is what we've done to date. We commenced in 2018 April. Currently have a patent and design rights. We've been able to bootstrap today to reach our first 1,000 customers. And so we've been able to raise in March 150,000. We are hoping to raise 3 million to scale to major cities in the US and also initiate our franchise in the coming year. And so to date, this is what we've done. We raised $150,000, one competition 140, and bootstrapped an additional $84,000 in revenue as at last year. Our month-on-month revenue averages around $9,000 to $10,000 per month. And so current And so we have sold over 1,200 shoes. Currently have over 900 plus recurrent and paying customers. Here is what we are raising. This is the last slide. With $3 million, we'll be able to scale manufacturing and also boost customer acquisition. With 55% of this, we're able to dedicate 15% of this into we're able to dedicate 55% of this into manufacturing, and this will yield about 6.6 million in revenue, recurrent and growing revenue per month, while 45% of this will be dedicated into customer acquisition. And with this will yield over 135,000 recurrent and paying customers. This is like double of our this will like double the existing customer and also the yield which we get per month. And so this also further boosts our franchise. We really hope that you become part of our course, join our course today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.